Invitational Athletes of Europe. Joining us, Harry Lightfoot, Yonakuski,
and we're back
KG,
after a slight delay.
Amy Kringle,
We are back here at NAC Birmingham. I'm Patrick Clark, bringing you event 4, 5, and later on we'll bring you event 6. Event 4, it's a worm event, traditional CrossFit worm from circa 2016, 2017 season. You have a 6-person worm. So 3 males, 3 females. Team World and Team Europe have been introduced. As you can see, they'll be on two different stages here. So it's called Worm Event 1, 4 times, 60-minute cap, 30 worms ground to overhead, and you follow that up with 10 burpee over the worms, 30 synchro toe to bars with the 3 men, 10 burpee over the worms, and then you'll do another 30 synchro toe to bars with women. And then they'll go back and do 20 worms, worm ground to overheads, followed by that same sequence of burpee over the worms, synchro toe to bars, and then you finish with 10 ground to overheads with the worm, 30 of those. No, that'll be 10, sorry. It's a lot of confusing, and things have been changing. And then you do the sequence of 10 burpees over the worm, 30 synchro toe to bars, 10 burpee over the worm, 30 synchro toe to bars, and that's it. That'll be event 4. I'll repeat it as it goes, but that's typically the flow right now.
The answer is yes, Sam. It's been a long, hard day for you, all right?
So for the men for Europe, you have BKG, Yonakuski, and Harry Lightfoot for the men. And the 3 women, Lucy McGonigal, Sarah Sigmundsdottir, and Amy Kringle. For Team Rest of the World, you have Ariel Lowen, Abby Domit, Emily Rolfe as your women, and for the men, Dallin Pepper, Jason Hopper, and Sam Dancer. So those are your teams. Teams of 6. Europe versus the world. We are starting here soon. Again, they'll start out with 30 worms, ground to overhead. That's essentially the buy-in.
"30 seconds.
30 seconds. I was able to watch them warm up with this.
10 seconds.
Had some struggles with the worm, both teams did. So let's see if it happens here. So 10 seconds.
Stand by. 3, 2, 1.
And they're off. Let's go over and look at Team Europe. It's all about communication.
Each team working
30 of these.
240 kilos of work.
240 kilos of work. Here we go.
Harry Lightfoot at the helm of the worm here for Team Europe.
Team Europe looking like having some communications issues here. Let's check out Team Rest of the World.
What an absolute treat this is on a Saturday evening.
Earlier during practice, Sam Dancer kind of took the lead. He has most of the team experience amongst this team, so he was talking to them. That's why he's in the middle. He's being the captain right here. They're all going off of his verbal cues. You can hear them. Everyone's going off of him.
Sam, I'm 12 reps in. Where are you guys?
And they advance. So the rest of the world looks like they're ahead.
30 reps is the goal. You're then going to see your teams perform 10 burpees over the worm. All 6 members of the team getting stuck in.
Come on, Franklin, what are you saying? Let's cheer for you to win. All right, first in here.
Look like some issues over here with Team Europe.
We lost the
Sarah Sigmund's daughter with a slight fall.
Team Europe on the transition. And that's what happens on a 6x worm. Every rep has got to be totally in tune.
Unlike the rest of the world, BKG's taking a lead from the end, so he's calling out all the commands from the last position. A little bit different than what the rest of the world was doing.
This is the hard work. This is the heavy part of the workout. Before they unleash themselves onto synchronized burpees. 25!
25 in, 5 more to go.
5 to go here.
Yes.
Very close though. Europe, they're bringing it back. I feel it coming. Come on.
And 2 left for rest of the world before they start their 10 burpees over the worm. 1 more for team rest of the world. They'll advance it.
Get behind them.
They'll stop here and they'll do their 10 burpees over the worm.
Burpees. Oh, going down here for Team Europe. 1 rep
Oh.
advantage.
Looks like Team Europe with a 1 rep lead.
What is up next? Well, you're going to see 2 of your male athletes doing synchronized toes to
After they do 10 of these, they'll go, the men will go to the pull-up rig and do 30 synchro toe to bars. And here we go. 30 synchro toe to bars for the men. They'll do another 10 burpees over the worm, and then the women will get their chance to do 30. Looks like a 5 rep lead for Team Europe over Team Rest of the World. They are now on the rig as well. Let's take a look over here, and there they are, Team Rest of the World. About 5 reps behind. And they drop. Team Europe still hasn't dropped. They're down to their last one, and it's onto the burpees over the worm. It looks like maybe a 10 rep lead, approximately a 10 rep lead for Team Europe over Team Rest of the World. Next up will be the women. They'll do their 30 toes bar, and then they'll start the whole sequence all over again, but just with 20 ground to overhead on the roll. And there we go. Women are up. Amy Kringle, Lucy McGonigal, Sarah Sigmund go left to right.
You gotta keep it up.
15 reps in for the women of Europe.
15 reps in for the women of Europe.
It's toes to bar.
And the women of the US, rest of the world, off and on.
I'll go with 18-12.
And here we go. They're starting their second round. This one includes 20 ground to overhead, followed by that sequence of 10 burpees over the worm, 30 secret toe to bars.
Competition floor. 20 grand
So 20 grand overhead for Team Europe.
You go.
Here we go then. Round number 2 is here.
Rest of the world, pick up the wall.
So we got a 3 advantage on Team Europe on this second round grand slam overhead. You know this? It's the heavy part of this workout. 20 reps on round number 2.
Speed it up on the rest of the world. Come on!
Okay, Team Europe, 10 reps in. Now
Halfway done from Team Europe.
Need a little bit of support.
Into the second round. Team rest of the world.
Keep it coming, Europe. Keep
About
it
10
coming.
reps behind, last I checked.
Uh-oh, breeze on breeze. Said you told them mash, but you never let it squeeze. My head's
They're on 8 reps, 12 more to go. So it looks about maybe about 6 rep lead for Team Europe.
We have 5 reps remaining.
We are 10 reps in here. Let's go.
Taking their time. They know they have the lead.
Taking a little bit of a breather. Because they know they've got a little bit of a gap between them and the rest of the world. Final 2 reps on this round of 20.
The world is speeding up over here.
We got 1 more left before the men head to the total bar. Or correction, they'll do the burpees. 10 burpees over the worm.
You know the score now. The men ready to score a toast bar.
4 more for Team Europe. 3 more for Team Europe.
Once we go here.
2 more.
To the world. Come on, let's make some noise, guys. We want to catch up now. Let's go.
And it's the men to the bar. 30 to the bar for the men. Going left to right. BKG, Yonakoski, Harry Lightfoot.
It's too small. The second set.
They went
This
unbroken
workout.
last round, helping them build their lead.
It's a lot of work for these athletes.
$17 in, 18 reps, and they drop. Meanwhile,
These guys did 20
Team Rest of the World still on their burpees over the worm. So it looks like a 12, 13 rep lead. It might be 15 by the time Team Rest of the World jumps on the bar. 22 reps in. 28, 29, 30.
For another round of the twos. Here we go then.
They'll do 10 of those, and the women will do 30 total bars.
I tell you that there's another round of this whole workout.
Team Rest of the World struggling over here on the total bars.
Into round 3, so the women returning to the ring for another round of 30 toast to our guests. Individual
17 reps in,
making light work of team training.
and they break.
Small seamer starter. Little seamer.
Women over here trying to strategize. Little built-in rest for them. But Team Europe isn't letting up on the gap. They drop down. Still probably hold a 17 rep advantage right now, if not more.
Working together as a team. This is brand new ground for these individual athletes. The newly formed team of Europe running away at the moment with this workout.
Europe is not letting off the gas at all. Europe down overall 2-1 heading into this event. "20 reps in. It looks like possibly a 22 rep lead. 22 rep lead. Europe over the rest of the world right now. Rest of the world still hasn't made it to the totem bars yet. Still on their burpees over the worm. Two reps left. 2 reps left. And BKG playing the maestro over there. And the final 2. That's a 30 rep lead. A 30 rep lead. 30 reps ahead.
Forward to the final.
This is it. They'll have to do 10 ground to overhead, followed by the totem bar and burpee sequence. This is it. This will tie things up at 2 wins apiece in this invitation.
10 work rounds to overhead for the final round.
They get a no rep. BKG's telling everyone just calm down. They got a 30 rep lead right now.
Down to the last 10 for the ladies. 5 to go. Come on.
Smooth and steady for Team Europe here. 5
go check on Team Rest of the World.
They have 5 left. 240 kilos of one though.
They'll advance their bag, their worm, and they'll have 10 reps. Looks like they made up some ground. Looks like the women had a huge set, made up some ground, still roughly a looks to be only about a 10 rep lead now for Team Europe.
This is 10 burpees.
The rest of the world women put a huge dent in that lead. They must have done a really long or big set unbroken. They're in the final round. The men will, after this, the men will go do the 30 totem bars.
All right. Team Europe, your men now head to the ring for 30 toes to bar. One more time takes that total to 90 toes to bar. And what about that for transition speed? Wasting no time at all.
Rest of the world still coming in strong. They're pushing all the way. Come on. We got this.
I got Harry Lightfoot, Yana Crossy, BKG in the house.
17 reps in. On 18, they'll drop out to 18. Team Rest of the World still on their burpees over the worm. 12 more reps. Koski taking the lead.
Looking to wrap up 30 toes to bar for the
22.
first time.
5 more reps left.
Can we do it? 90 seconds.
There they go. And they go immediately to it.
Those men have just gone straight off the ring and straight into synchro burpees over the worm. Athletes 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining on your
3 more reps before the women take over, do their 30 toes to bar.
Come on, boys. The boys and the rest of the world on the ring now. They're doing this.
And the women, here they go. 30 reps.
He's been so long. The men of Europe are in the house now. Come on.
They drop down. Eleven reps in. 10 seconds till the cap. And apparently there's no cap. They're just gonna let them go.
The women of Europe have got 9 toes to bar.
9 toes to bar.
Do you want it? Do you?
Told the athletes just keep on going. There's supposed to be an 18-minute cap.
5 reps to go.
They got no rep. 3 reps left for Team Europe before they can hit their finish line and celebrate with the men. They can't get together. There they go. 2 more. And now they can go.
What about that? You gotta get behind these men now.
And time.
That is time. Make some noise for all of our athletes, especially
Team Europe, ladies and gentlemen.
Team Europe with the win, tying things up at 2-2 overall.
That was 1 of 2 workouts. Oh my goodness.
They'll get a little bit of break here before they start the
Do
second
not
group,
go anywhere.
the second workout
We are
of this
resetting
block.
the floor. We're going to be bringing you the final workout of today, pro event number 5 up next.
Let's see if we can talk to BKG here.
Is that a mic?
Yeah, it is a mic.
Am I live?
You are live. So what was the game plan?
Honestly, like in the warm up there, like some of us have tried the warm before, but I'm the only one that have tried to do a 6-person warm before.
Because you're old.
Yeah, because
old.
I'm old.
You're
I've
old.
been doing this since like early 90s. So I mean, it was just a question of just staying calm, basically. Like we were never gonna do touch or go on the worm. Honestly, I thought that was a possibility, but you know, smooth is fast, basically, and that was the strategy. Also, I think all of us did very well on those 90 toes to bar.
Yeah.
And I think that was what brought us the win in this event.
Yeah, definitely made some ground on the toe to bars. How loud was it? I could barely hear you, especially you were calling directions from the end of the worm.
Yeah.
I mean, at any point did you think that, hey, maybe I should move it up or have someone else call out the instructions?
Yeah, I talked to Jonny before the workout and I was like, dude, my heart rate is jacking up by shouting. So just be prepared if I want you to shout the go. But then, I don't know, it was just, you know, I was definitely riding the limit and everything. But I just felt in control of the workout when I was saying the go. Not sure what would have happened if we had switched the person that gave the call. So, yeah, it was very tiring. The worm is terrible, as you know.
I don't know.
No, okay,
I'm just gonna go with what you say. But great job as a team captain. Everything's tied up 2-2. You
Yep.
still have 2 more workouts tonight. What's the plan going into this next workout?
So I'm gonna sit out in the next one actually.
Yeah.
We have the ring muscle up and the snatch. I think we just have all of us on the team are pretty
Do
good.
the
at this.
obstacle. Oh, you mean the next
The
one?
next one is a muscle up and the snatch. I'm gonna sit out on that one. We'll have some good gymnastic people go on the rings and on the bar. The snatch is not that heavy, so I think everyone can deal with that one. But on the obstacle course, we're gonna fucking destroy that one.
All right, go take a picture with your team. And there he is, the legend as BKG, team captain, leading them to a dominating performance in that workout. Now you gotta remember, most of these athletes do not have team experience. The most extensive would probably be...
Patrick is doing such a good job.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I love you, man.
Oh, love you too. Love you too. Ladies and gentlemen, BKG, one of the greats, a guy I can honestly say is like one of the best guys in CrossFit. They'll take a little bit of time here, rest up, before they hit the floor again here shortly for a gymnastics workout that Yona's probably not going to do. You're setting the next one out, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Harry really wanted to do
Oh, so Harry's doing double duty tonight.
Yeah. He had to do it earlier, so I have to take it out tonight. I have to carry them.
Oh. Well, Harry, go get some rest. Yona will enjoy it. He'll rest up for the obstacle course. So once again, a very dominant performance by Team Europe on that one, winning by over 30 reps. Did not expect that, but hey, now things are tied to 2-2. Exciting matchup. We still have 2 more events to go tonight. We have a gymnastics couplet featuring some synchro ring and bar muscle ups and some light snatches like BKG said. So we'll take a little bit break from here. We'll come back on whenever they start, hopefully here in the next 10 minutes. So yeah, just enjoy you guys being here, and we'll see you guys here shortly. And we're live back here, backstage, back in the athlete warm-up area. About to head out there for event 5. Event 5 is muscle up and snatch relay. All 10 athletes. So 2 rounds per time, men and female teams, 9 synchro ring and bar muscle-ups, and then 5 synchro snatches. So this should be pretty interesting to watch because these are male and female pairs, teams. We'll walk out with Ariel and Hopper. Looks like an interesting team, these two. We'll have to ask how they picked the teams.
So let me give you a little bit of background on this workout. If you don't remember my brief from earlier, this is going to be all 6 members of the team taking part are going to split into 3 pairs, a male and
So
female
3 pairs, not all 10. So we'll only have
are going to perform
6 athletes
synchronized
on each
ring
team competing.
muscle-ups. They're going to go 3, 3, and 3 down the ring. Then move to the barbell where they'll perform 5 synchronized.
So one athlete will do bar muscle ups, and the other athlete will do ring muscle ups. So different synchronization.
The same. And that ties it up for the first pair. And they'll release the second pair of athletes, male and female.
And let's go over these teams.
And they'll do exactly.
Looks like we have Harry Lightfoot, Emma McQuaid as a team, Annual Akai and Amy Kringle as a team, and Colin Bossard and Ella Wilkinson as their other team. We'll go check out team rest of the world. We already talked about Jason Hopper and Ariel being a team. Let's see who else is teamed up.
Or the bar, doesn't matter which one they decide. And obviously, those of you that were here earlier, Europe.
Looks like Shelby and Colton will be teaming up.
Event number 4.
And Nick Matthew and Fee Sagafi as the final team of 2. Mixed pairs, like I said.
Or is it going to be Team Europe? Closing out day 1 of FitFest 2024.
It's all tied up 2-2. Europe with the dominating performance in the Worm event to tie things up at 2 apiece. It's pretty late here in the UK. I think it got dark here probably about 2 p.m. But it's still a decent crowd, still sticking around to watch some of the top athletes compete. And this is where they'll do these synchro snatches. Like I said, it's not very heavy. And it could be power snatch. Or in Jason Hopper, he could probably just muscle snatch it. All right, we'll be starting here in a second. So the athletes are pretty much spread out, so I'll try to work my way through. Try to get to the leaders, any other compelling storylines. Really interested to see what the Colin Bossard and Ella Wilkinson team does. Both are very highly skilled gymnasts. The weight should be no problem for either one of them in the snatches. Again, it's a relay. So they'll be the first team out, and when they finish, the next team will go. And they'll do 2 rounds of these, 2 rounds of this. And the first team that looks out of the gate for the rest of the world will be
30 seconds.
It looks to be maybe Colton and Shelby. Yeah, Colton and Shelby Neal will be the first ones out the gate for Team Rest of the World. We'll stick
Judges ready.
We'll stick with the Europe here.
Spectators, are you ready?
2 rounds.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Stand by. Go!
So they just have to catch at the top together. The movement doesn't have to be completely synchronized. 3. And move on to the next one.
Male and female players performing 3 sets on 3. Bring muscle-ups.
It looks like it's tied up right now between Shelby Neal, Colton Merton, Colin Bossard, and Ellen
snatch. 80
and
kilos.
the final one, and we'll move on to the
52
snatch.
kilos.
Keep it here for both. They'll do 2 rounds of this.
This, remember, is round number 1. And these players will run back to the ring for round number 2.
We'll follow Team Rest of the World on this one. This is our second round.
It looks like the rest of the world have got a very slight edge right now.
We have just
Yes, they have.
Slight lead by Team Rest of the World. Once again, tied up.
And will be set Colin Bossard. 1 rep to
1 rep to go. And off they go. Slight lead for Shelby Neal and Colton. A no rep over here. That might be enough to pull the rest of the world in the lead. What that does, it activates P. Sagafi and Nick Matthews. They're down to their last rep for Team Europe. And here comes Fee and Nick Matthews in their second set of 3. Again, they just have to catch at the top. So they have to wait for their partner, and that counts as a good rep. There's a 3 rep lead between them and Team Europe right now. Emma McQuaid and Harry Lightfoot going for Team Europe.
Emma McQuaid and Harry on their way to their final 3.
So 5 reps here, and they'll be able to start round 2 before their final teammates can go. Touch and go for both athletes. Like I said, relatively lightweight.
5 snatches, the rest of the world.
5 rep lead. 5 rep lead for the rest of the world over Europe. And they'll start their second and final round before Ariel and Jason can start. They'll be the last set.
All right, waiting up. These are Europe coming back in from round number 2.
Still a 6 rep lead. A 6 rep lead for Team Rest of the World.
So right here for Europe, CrossFit News legends, Aaron Cranes, and a first-time CrossFit event.
They'll move on to their final rep here. Two more reps. And then the final pair of Jason Hopper and Ariel, and there we go. That releases hopper and aerial. Again, they'll go through that same sequence. There's the 3 sets of 3 matching muscle ups.
Question is, can Europe pull this one back? There's still time. Coming out next, you have got Amy Kringle, Anil, and Kai.
Still around a 6 rep lead for Team Rest of the World.
A pair of powerhouses. Amy and Anil here. Strong and fast is what you need on this.
This should be pretty easy for both of these athletes.
They are making excellent
That's 1, 2,
Don't dismiss Europe.
3,
We are coming at you.
4. Last one, and it'll start round 2. The last and final round. They've cut into the lead slightly. Anil and Amy Kringle have cut into the lead slightly for Team Europe.
He's complete. They go back in for round
But still, I think it's still a 6 rep lead.
All right, if you want to
This one's
see
over.
you
I don't see anything bad happening that'll allow Team Europe to catch Team Rest of the World right now.
Impressive work. 6 minutes in.
They can just pretty much take their time right now.
Athletes on the floor. How fast they move through these repetitions.
About a 4 rep lead now.
Oh, yeah, coming.
Make that a 3 rep lead. 3 rep lead. They have to go touch and go on these. That's 1. That's 2. Oh, Jason, stop. That opens up the door right now. That's 3. 2 more. 1 more rep. There's a no rep by Anil. And that's it.
Team Rest of the World!
Amy Kringle and Anil, ladies and gentlemen. 6 seconds of a difference in that final round. Please, ladies and gentlemen, before you leave, let's make one final big round of applause for your elite invitational FitFest athletes. That was Team Europe taking event number 4, the rest of the world taking event number 5, and we are still coming back for more tomorrow. Thank you so much for staying with us tonight.
We've got more. Stella, there is more.
There is more.
These guys have just finished this savage workout. They are now going to go and take on the OCR course over on the other side. So if you want to see these guys being absolutely bonkers on the OCR course,
We'll see if we can grab Colton here. Looks like he's pretty tired. Probably needs to go take a nap.
I'm happy to be wrong.
I just slept in 2 days. I'm ready to go.
So, did you get to pick your teammate?
Yeah, we gotta choose for that one.
Okay. So, did Shelby pick you, or did you pick Shelby?
I think that we thought that she'd have a pretty fast cycle time,
Yeah.
so that's why we ended up pairing together.
Yeah. And how was that workout for you?
It was good. I kind of like crammed lungs a little bit. It's like the first time my lungs have really opened up this weekend.
Really? Well, you haven't really done like too many workouts, not too much stress on the body, but I guess
So fast, so quick.
yeah. What do you think of the workout so far?
A lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, because you're one of the few athletes here to have team and individual experience. Have you leaned in? Has the rest of the team kind of leaned into that, or they just don't know that you used to be a team athlete as well?
I think some of them kind of forget it was way back in 2018, only 1 year, but
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't got to touch the worm yet. Sam was coaching them through that. He's got a lot of team experience as well.
Yep.
But yeah, I've just been telling them to go out fast and see what happens on every workout.
Yeah. So you don't make that many trips outside of the U.S. I know you did Dubai. What was that, 2019?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. has there been any other international competitions besides this one, or is this the second international competition?
Yeah, only the second one.
Yeah, what do you think?
Been fun. It's neat to get outside the U.S. and see a little bit of different cultures. It was fun on the 2-hour Uber ride from the airport to the hotel, so I got to see kind of a lot of farmland and stuff like that. So that was kind of neat. I flew in Friday morning. So Thursday night I was on a plane, didn't sleep, and then so Friday night was the first time I slept in a couple of days.
And you know, I mean, what do you do during that time where you're just trying to sleep? You just lay around just thinking about Otis, or I mean,
yeah, just lay there, turn on a podcast, and just try and fall asleep, but just kind of hang out.
But now you're feeling good. Got some sleep last night.
Yeah, I slept good last night. And yeah, starting to feel like I can get my legs back under me a little bit.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to say to like your fans from back home? Because, you know, a lot of people are asking about if there would be a live stream or not. Kind of last minute, we have a live stream. You know, we haven't seen you in action pretty much live since pretty much Crash. So, you know, anything you want to say back to the family and the fans?
Yeah, I've been busy doing a bunch of local comps. Did Fit games a few weeks ago and done a competition every month since August. Just trying to stay busy, keep improving and learning competition skills, but yeah, we're gonna give it hell and try and take this W team rest of the world, America.
You have a Canadian on your team.
Kind of.
Sort of. All right.
We should choose Americans.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the Iron Hog, Colton Mertens. Thanks a lot, Colton. Take that. I can take that. You don't want to take that in the bathroom or something with you. Oh, so Team Rest of the World takes the victory on that one, tying things up at 3. Oh no, taking a lead 3-2. But it's not over yet. They do have one more event tonight. They're going to take on the obstacle course that they have here. It's a speed obstacle course, and they'll be taking on all 10 members. It'll be a relay. So we're going to cut down from this feed. Probably in the next 30 minutes, we'll start another feed, and then we'll bring that action to you live from the NEC Center here in Birmingham. So we'll see you